in total disbelief and shock, and I didn't believe it until I heard it officially announced.
USA Assistant Professor Jesmyn Ward is very humble about her National Book Award.
Ward says she wrote the book because people around the country and even here in the South said some terrible things about the survivors of Hurricane Katrina. She says that made her angry.
And so she wrote the book to better inform them. And get this, Salvage the Bones is just her second book, but it won the National Book Award.
The award is known as the Oscar of the publishing industry, and for good reason. Past winners include literary giants like William Faulkner and Alice Walker.
Professor Ward recently sat down with our Eric Reynolds for the interview.
I will continue teaching. You'll have a good idea, right? I like to teach because I like interacting with students and helping them develop their own voice and produce new work.
USA Assistant Professor of Creative Writing Jesmyn Ward enjoys her time in the classroom. She's helping develop another generation of great writers from the South, many whose personal experiences influence their writing. August 2005, a hurricane named Katrina made lasting impressions on Jesmyn Ward's writing and life.
It had never flooded in that part of the Lille, but Katrina was just a different storm. The water came up pretty high. I don't know if we would have drowned in the attic.
Ward and her family fled her grandparents' home, headed to a church for shelter. But floodwaters and debris forced them to detour to a neighbor's home nearby.
We weren't able to find shelter. We spent the bulk of the storm in our trucks, like piled up on top of each other, scared to death. I still feel a sense of disbelief that they could see people in need and then refuse to let us take shelter in their house just until the storm passed. There's a lack of humanity there that I can't understand. And so I think there's still some residual anger there from that experience. I do feel blessed and lucky to be alive because things could have gone horribly wrong.
Her National Book Award winning story, Salvage the Bones, is not about her family's survival. So I asked Jesmyn Ward why she wrote this book.
I was angry. I kept encountering people who had really backwards views about people from the Gulf Coast. I heard really awful things from people saying that it was something that we deserved. I felt a certain sense of responsibility that I needed to, get that out there and write about that so that hopefully they would know. Hurricane Katrina occurs in the book, but the book isn't about Hurricane Katrina. I think it's about a lot more than that. It's about family, it's about loyalty, it's about love, it's about attempting to find your way in the world.
Salvage the Bones is just her second book. Ward had a vision for the story, but she says, as most authors do, she had managed her expectations. No idea it was an award-winning book.
No. No, not at all. I did not think that. I just wanted to write the best book that I could and didn't think that it was going to affect as many people and resonate with as many people as it did. I was in total disbelief and shock, and I didn't believe it until I heard it officially announced.
Shock and disbelief. Ward says the award is very humbling.
Everyone on that list, they're amazing writers. These are people that I've read my entire life. So in awe, I can't believe that at least on that list, that I'm in their company, it's very humbling. Yeah, it's very humbling.
She's earned degrees from Stanford and Michigan, worked briefly at a New York publishing company, and before USA, Professor Ward taught at the University of New Orleans and Ole Miss. So one might wonder, how do her teachers and peers feel about her award?
They're all really happy for me, and very proud of me. I hear that a lot. They taught me discipline, and they also allowed me to work with really great writers.
So I asked Jesmyn Ward, is there pressure now to write another award winner?
Yes, there's an expectation and excitement about what else, what's coming next. People are going to look at it through this lens of me having won the National Book Award, and they'll have higher expectations. And so, yes, I do feel that pressure.
In Mobile, Eric Reynolds, Fox 10 News.
Ward is working on another book, but she says it's too early to talk about it.
That's right. She plans on writing even more books after that and continuing to teach.